When I was younger, the movie Stand By Me came out. It was based on a Stephen King novel. Loosely based, I would say. You know, I think it's off of The Four Seasons, the same book that has The Shining in it and stuff. But it's not about the book, though. This is about the story. In the story, the narrator, it begins with talking about a friend, and it goes through these experiences that these four boys had just this adventure that's tragic and telling, and it's a story of a time of life, of transition and of change, and in the case of our narrator, his one friend had overcome quite a few odds. Well, spoiler alert on this 20-plus year old movie, if not 30 now, is that his friend had just died. He was stabbed to death trying to break up a fight. The reason why I bring it up is I recently, actually a few weeks ago, and I'm finally making a video about it now and sharing about it now, is I just found out about one of my childhood friends passing away. And I read about it in the paper, and it was probably a couple of days later, and my dad mentioned it, and he just kept going on, you know, Chris, yeah, remember Chris? Yeah, remember Chris? And I remember everything about him. You know, I remember riding in the back of my dad's pickup truck while we were driving down the road. I remember finding the skeleton of a dead animal in the woods and trying to reassemble it with him. I remember him showing up at my surprise birthday party when I was 12 or something. And tragically, I remember the last time that I saw him. We were both at a high school graduation party 1 year after we had graduated. And it was funny that, almost like my dad, this girl at the party says, hey, look, it's Chris. You remember Chris? We were in school with Chris. And again, it was one of those situations. Like, I don't remember Chris. I remember everything about Chris. But he's gone. And maybe it's something that happens in middle age. I'm beginning to lose count of the number of friends and acquaintances that pass away that mark the time and they mark survival. The real tragedy was getting on his Facebook page and seeing what he had left behind, which he's about as into Facebook as the average middle-aged man is. Just a couple of photos, and in his case it was some pictures of his daughters, just the love of his life. And his daughter, it turns out, is about the same age as mine. And similar to the narrator in Stand By Me, we had lost touch for a very, very long time. That party that I'm telling you about was 20 years ago. Just needed to share that with you guys, get that off my chest, and I don't know. I'm just a talking head on the internet, but if I can tell you one thing, live for the moment. Appreciate what you have. Nothing's permanent. Only what you make is permanent. The past is in the past, and the future's not told yet. So, y'all take care. We'll catch you next time.